Do you love James Marsden? Or at least the Cyclops character? If you're a James Marsden or Cyclops fan, you would love for him to do a cameo in Doctor Strange 2, am I right? There are rumors that Doctor Strange 2 will have popular character cameos. Now keep calm, as in this video, we will be disclosing whether James is doing a cameo in Doctor Strange 2 or not. Keep watching the video to know more about Cyclops' return to Doctor Strange 2. X-Men franchise super successful. James Marsden, who played Cyclops, is surprised to see the success of the X-Men film franchise has been constant for years. You know what? The X-Men franchise is around 20 years old. Surprised, right? The first film of the franchise, X-Men, was released in summer of 2000. The release of this film makes it possible to make the comic book superhero more popular than in Hollywood. No doubt, the X-Men franchise has faced good times and bad. Moreover, it has been considered dead many times, but to itself has had its ups and downs since then, being declared dead multiple times, but only 20th Century Fox tries its best to revive it. Actor James Marsden, who plays Cyclops, is astonished by the franchise's enduring success. The first X-Men film featured James Marsden as Cyclops. He played the role 4 times, although his screen time decreased each time. X-Men: Days of Future Past was the last time he appeared. This was hardly a surprise to him, but he had no clue that the series would go so long. James Marsden recently spoke to Cinema Blend about his X-Men part and how it all worked out. The X-Men universe's legacy was always in the back of our minds, and we hoped it would become what it has. Their existence dates back to the early 1960s, maybe as far back as 1962 or perhaps 1963. Because of this, we had 40 years of history and a large following when we first got started. It was clear to us that if we were to accomplish this well, this might be something lasting for a long period. As much as I had hoped, I didn't expect them to still be in production. I figured they'd manufacture 4 or 5 of them, but they've already made 10. In other words, it's both bizarre and incredibly cool. James on asking about his appearance in Doctor Strange 2. While promoting Sonic 2, James Marsden was interviewed by Black Girl Nerds on his role as Cyclops in the original X-Men movie. In X-Men: Days of Future Past, Marsden appeared briefly as Scott Summers, although it has been quite some time since he has actively portrayed the role. Could Marsden join his co-star in the film if Patrick Stewart's Professor Xavier is brought into the MCU in Multiverse of Madness? James joked by saying, "Yes, why not? We can bring him back 22 years later." When they asked James whether he is appearing in Doctor Strange 2, he said, "No, I'm not part of it. Neither will I watch, as I'm not in it." On the other hand, Marvel Studios announced that it would recast a maximum of X-Men when they joined Spider-Man MCU again. Even after his statement, his fans are not keeping calm and still hoping for his cameo. No one can deny James Marsden's role in Cyclops has immense popularity. Around a month back, James's co-star, Patrick Stewart, also confirmed he is not part of the upcoming Doctor Strange 2. But on watching the trailer, critics and fans detect a few key points hinting towards his role. After denying his role in Doctor Strange 2, he also told that he is returning soon with Professor X. This film has really been in the news due to the cameos of popular characters. According to one report, Tom Cruise will be playing a version of Iron Man, the character immortalized by Robert Downey Jr. in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. According to the reports, other cameos are Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and Halle Berry as Storm. But there is no confirmation about any of the cameos. Let's hope for the best. Marvel Studios about Doctor Strange 2. Marvel Studios describes Doctor Strange as a member of the Multiverse of Madness. A world in which everything is shifting necessitates a team effort from Strange's friends Wong and Wanda, the Scarlet Witch of the Avengers. There is, however, a grave peril that threatens humanity and the whole cosmos, and it cannot be dealt with only by their might. The greatest menace to the cosmos has a face that is perfectly like that of Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, Benedict Wong, Rachel McAdams, Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, Patrick Stewart as Professor Charles Xavier, Xochitl Gomez, America Chavez, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Baron Mordo, will appear in the film, which Sam Raimi will direct. About Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a superhero movie that was released in 2016. It is based on the Marvel Comics superhero of the same name. However, in Marvel's cinematic universe, it is the 14th film. This film was released internationally on the 25th of October 2016 and the 4th of November 2016 in the United States. The director of this movie is Scott Derrickson. While the actors are stars, Benedict as Stephen Strange, Doctor Strange, and Dormammu, Chiwetel Ejiofor as Karl Mordo, Rachel McAdams as Christine Palmer, Benedict Wong as Wong, Michael Stuhlbarg as Nicomedes West, Benjamin Bratt as Jonathan Pangborn, Scott Adkins as Lucian Astor, and Mads Mikkelsen as Caecilius, and Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One. Even this movie has a sequel named Doctor Strange 2, which will be released on May 6, 2022. All about Doctor Strange 2. Scarlet Witch will join Doctor Strange to fight against many threats as the universe crumbles. A massive Marvel link has revealed a lot about Scarlet Witch's involvement in the movie and what's to come for her future. Besides Karl Mordo, there will be other creatures and villains to contend with, such as a villainous Dr. Stephen Strange. After Avengers Endgame, the story will follow Dr. Stephen Strange as he continues his study on the Time Stone, until an old friend turned adversary turns up to meddle with the plan and caused him to unleash an unimaginable horror, according to a listing from Production Weekly. Elizabeth Olsen recently called the film bonkers and said, "They're certainly trying for that horror show atmosphere." The absence of Cumberbatch and Olsen in WandaVision was disappointing for some, but the former Sherlock actor has indicated that their next collaboration would be worth the wait. Who is the villain in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? The movie is not yet released, so at the moment, the villain is not revealed. But from the trailer, we can have an idea that Scarlet Witch will be the antagonist. Wanda can be a villain who prefers to redeem herself. By Doctor Strange's end, Mordo has declared the main antagonist for future films. When asked which Marvel Cinematic Universe villain he'd want to see, Derrickson said, "I feel like the character of Nightmare and thought that the Nightmare Realm is a realm." Release date of Doctor Strange 2. The UK premiere of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness will be on May 5, 2022. According to Marvel exec Victoria Alonso, the highly anticipated movie began shooting in London in late 2020 and was completed in April 2021, but was later undergoing reshoots. Alonso confirmed that reshoots for Spider-Man: No Way Home were nearly complete while on the red carpet from the film. Before May of the next year, Doctor Strange 2 had been rescheduled for release on March 25, 2022, but that date was subsequently pushed back to November 2021. Kevin Feige told Variety that the newest delay had impacted all MCU films scheduled for release in 2017. Because we have so many slots available, we can move them about as needed to keep up with the constantly shifting demands of production. We're merely swapping around which films are coming out when in terms of Marvel slots. There will now be 5 months between Marvel films instead of 3 months because of the 6-week shift in Strange's release date from November to December. After the events of the Disney Plus series WandaVision, which was originally meant to run only a few months before the release of Doctor Strange 2, the story of Doctor Strange 2 will start up immediately after. Let us know what you think, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Marvel news. We will see you guys in our next one.